On the next slide, we have another example, which is the subset of S. It is included there that 3, 6, 9, 12. The possible subsets are 4 because we have 4, right? 4 elements. There are 4 included elements there in the subset. So we have 3, 6, 9 in 3 elements. We have 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 12, 3, 9, 12, 6, 9, 12, and the two elements 3, 6, 3, 9, 3, 12, 6, 9, 6, 12, 9, 12. And in one element we have 3, 6, 9, and 12. All right, so that is an examples of subset. On the other hand, we have here on the next slide a null set. What is null set? Set with no element is an empty set or null set, right? So we have I have said it a while ago that kapag walang nakalagay sa braces sa loob, we call that an empty set or a null set. Okay, that is the symbol of that. The braces that have no elements or an O that have an a slash. So those are the symbols for an empty set or a null set. So we have an examples here. Set T is the set of counting numbers between 1 and 2. Is there a set of counting numbers between 1 and 2? Can you guess? Can you think about that? I think none. Because there's no numbers between 1 and 2 when we say counting numbers. Alright? It is another thing when we say 0.5 or 1.5. It is another thing. That is not a counting numbers. Counting numbers is 1, 2, 3. So it is a null set. Secondly, second example, we have a set I is the set of months with 35 days. Is there a month having a 35 days? It's none, right? It is a null set. It is an empty set. Another example, we have set M. All right. Set M is the set of cars with 60 doors. It is impossible for a car having 60 doors, right? So there it is a null set. Another example, we have set B is the set of flying castles. No, it is impossible again. There's no flying castles, there's no flying cows, flying house, should I say. Okay? So it is a null set. Another example, example number 5, set E is the set of crying trees. So there's no crying trees, right? So it's a null set. It is an empty set. Now let's proceed on the cardinality of set. So what is cardinality of set? It states there the cardinal number of a set A denoted by n quantity of A is the number of elements in set A. Thus, in A equals to 1, 3, 5, 7 is n quantity of A is equal to 4 because set A contains 4 elements. For us to be able to understand it clearly, sa madaling salita, kung ano yung nilalaman sa loob ng braces o sa set, kung ilang bilang, yun lang yun. Okay? So we have here the examples for us to be able to understand what is cardinality of set. So example number 1, set D is the set of vowels in English alphabet. So here's the solution. We have set D. So how many vowels are in English alphabet? So we have 5. So E, O, U. So the answer is n quantity of D or the cardinality of sets is 5. So there are only 5 vowels because there are only 5 vowels in English alphabet. All right. Another example, we have set R is the set of letters in the word difficulty. Okay. So we can see here on our solution R is we have only 8 letters because letter F, double F is not we don't count the another F, right? So on the word difficulty, we have letters D, I, F, C, U, L, T. and it is equal to 8. It is equal to 8 elements. It contains 8 elements. Another examples, we have set M is the set of odd numbers between 1 and 3. Is there an odd numbers between 1 and 3? No, there's nothing. Because between 1 and 3, there is number 2. And number 2 is not considered as an odd number. Number 2 is an even number. Okay? So the solution of our given set is a null set or an empty set. So it is 0. Okay, I hope you get it. Let's proceed. Another example. So those are the another examples we can see there. The set is the set of letters in a word survival. So we can see there that the letters that is included in the set is five. It contains five elements. On the number five example, set K is the set of counting numbers less than five. So less than five, we have four, three, two, one. So the answer is four. So there are four elements. Now, let's proceed on the next line. We can see here the operations of sets. So we are going to tackle about the operations of sets. Now, first we have the union. And if you notice its symbols, it's letter U. Okay? And its definition, it is the set containing all elements that are in A or in B. Intersection, its symbols is like the reverse or, yeah, the reverse or the opposite of U. Okay, the definition is the set that consists of elements that are both and B. On the other hand, last we have the difference. So when we say difference, its symbols is like a minus sign. All right, minus sign, and its definition is a set of elements in A that are not in B. Okay, so please do take note of that. Now, let's proceed on union of set. So this is the union of set. It states there that the union of sets A and B, written as A union B, is the set of elements that are members of A, or members of B, or members of both A and B. So for us to be able to understand what is union of sets, so we have here some examples. Okay. So number one example, if A, all right, contains the elements of 1, 2, 3, and B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then A union B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are just putting it all together. Okay, again, the sets of A and B written as A union B is the set of elements that are members of A and B, pinagsama. Okay po? Right, I hope you understand. Secondly, we have second examples. If a set of A is A, B, C, D, E, and B is equal to A, E, O, U, then A union B is equal to A, B, C, D, E, I, O, U. Okay? So that's it. That's the answer. Another example, we have set A again. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and set B is Saturday, Sunday. Then A union B is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, so that's union of sets. All right. Now, we are going to define what is intersection of sets. The intersection of two sets A and B, written as A intersection B, is the set of all elements common to both sets A and B. Please do remember that. The sets of all elements common, all right? Common to both sets A and B. So another example, if A is 1, 2, 3, and B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we can right we can write that as A intersection of B is equal to 1 and 2. Why is that so? Because 1 and 2 is set A is common to B, right? The number 1 and 2 elements. So 3, there's no 3 in set B, all right? There's nothing common. Also 4, 5, 6, all right? So A intersection B is there are only two elements, which is 1 and 2. Okay? Secondly, we have if A is equal to A, B, C, D, E, and B is equal to A, E, I, O, U, then A intersection B is AE. So there is a common elements in A and B, which is A and E, and nothing less, nothing more. All right? Another examples? Right. Last examples, if A is equal to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and B is Saturday and Sunday, then A intersection B is an antiset or non-set because there's nothing common in set A and B. Walang magkaparehas sa kanila. Okay, so it is an empty set. All right. On the next slide, we have difference of two sets. So these are the difference. Two sets. This is the last operations of sets. Okay. So it states there that the difference of set A and B, written as A minus B, it's like A minus B, is a set of elements in A that are not in B, or B that are not in A, vice versa. We can do that. Just like, for example, example number one, if A is equal to 1, 2, 3, and B is equal to 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, then A difference B or A minus B is equal to 3. Alright? A minus B is equal to 3. Kasi nga, yung pagkakaiba ng A sa B, wala siyang 3. So that's the difference. While B minus A is 4, 5, 6. Dahil nga, walang 4, 5, 6 ang A. Okay? I hope you understand. Okay? Second example, if A is equal to A, B, C, D, E, and B is equal to A, E, I, O, U, then A minus B or A difference B is equal to B, C, D. Because the B, C, D, okay, the B, C, D is not in set of A because set of B, should I say? Because A, E, I, O, U is the contained elements in B. So the difference is BCD. While B minus A or B difference A is equal to IOU. So that's the difference, right? Another example. Okay. Example number 3. If A is equal to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and B is equal to Saturday and Sunday, then A minus B is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay? And B minus A is Saturday, Sunday. Because the set of elements in A that are, it is the elements of A that are not in B. Or vice versa, the set of elements in B that are not in A. So that's the difference. I hope you understand it. Okay? So that's all for today. So we have um, described what is set, well-defined set, um, subset. We've studied about universal sets, the null set, the cardinality of sets, and we have been illustrated what is the union and intersection of sets and the difference of two sets. I hope and pray that we learn about sets today, and thank you for watching. Thank you for watching our videos today. I hope see you soon on our next video. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. Alright.